What is love? Why do we even love? Love comes with a price. You love someone and you end up happy and always fantasizing about life. Or you could love someone so much and you end up dead. This is the case with many innocent souls. Sometimes those you love will unknowingly punish and scar you, and all they want is control you, invade your space. When we talk about Zawadi, we are talking about a person whose relationship with her killer started a long time ago.
She didn't deserve to die the way she did.
Zawadi and her boyfriend turned killer's family were family friends, and it's obvious this is how they met.
I would always know that Zawadi enjoyed Joe's company and they would play together during the weekend and throughout the summer, and sometimes it would be a sad goodbye for them.
Born in 1994, Zawadi grew up being loved by her parents. She was hardworking at school, sharp and went to church. Even at her time at the university, her teachers liked her. She always topped at school and both her parents were proud of her. Yes, she was envied by everyone. She had become the apple of the family.
She would always call me in the morning, greet me and ask me if I slept well, ask me how is work. We would just talk and talk and talk.
By her first year in the university, she was now charming, young, beautiful woman, and her long-term friendship had grown to a romantic relationship. There is a possibility that Joy had been eyeing Zawadi for some years now.
Those type of relationship don't work. In my point of view, when you keep listening to the same song for a very long time, it will reach a point that you get bored with the song and eventually change the song to another tune. The same case to love. It shows that Zawadi was kind of bored with the relationship that she had to take a break.
Joy always had time for her and will travel to Eldoret to meet her. He dearly loved her. This love had really grown and they made their parents know that they were in love. They had nothing to hide about.
When Zawadi was in grade 3, I noticed that our conversation with Joe was getting private. And I suspected it all along until she broke it to me.
Joy had invested a lot of cash and time for Zawadi, and in a way he felt that none of that was being reciprocated. It was nearing Zawadi's birthday and she was planning to throw a big party. Zawadi and her friends are said to be on their routines and maybe preparing for their birthday party. She really was looking forward to having a party. Being Zawadi's boyfriend, Joy sent her 14,000 shillings to have a startup plan of her birthday party. However, it seemed not enough. She was not pleased with that. It is not clear why Zawadi did ask for more cash from Joy. On the other way side, Joy travelled to briefly meet with Zawadi, where he added his 10,000 more shillings as they had coffee. After 3 minutes, Zawadi asked to proceed to the residential rooms to change her professional attire and promised to be back in a few. She didn't. She switched her phone off, and this is when Joy contacted some of her friends who will update him on her whereabouts. friend from that evening, and he traveled back to his place before he made a comeback.
It wasn't the first time actually the suspect was coming to Eldoret. Actually, according to him, he came on Friday, where they had a brief meeting with Zawadi, after which Zawadi promised him that she was going to her residential place to change her attire, and then they would meet later. And according to the suspect, she switched off her phone, and therefore she could not, the suspect would not get to her. And of course that he decided to take the decision to come back to Thika.
In a company of another man, early morning, Joe sat to see his girlfriend, who up to now neither returned his calls nor messages.
Was pressuring something in Zawadi that Zawadi was not willing to put it up with.
Just like any other relationship, Zawadi and Joey had fights and disagreements. Zawadi even joined a school support group, maybe to try and ease the burden by sharing and listening to advice from colleagues.
Hi, I'm Zawadi.
Hi, Zawadi.
You have to understand that girls tell their experiences of their relationships to their friends. So when you see that Zawadi was in that position or in a support group to tell of her feelings about how Joey was treating her, it meant that she was in a very bad place and she had to remove these feelings out of her. That's why she went to a support group, meaning that there were some trolls in their relationship.
Joy started contacting Zawadi's close friend, who gave her up not intentionally. She was manned unknowingly. Just like a prey, the victim's movement was being watched by his lover, who by now must have had 1,000 questions in his mind.
I don't know what was going on in his mind, because there is no way you expect to kill someone in broad daylight and expect to get away with it. I think love had turned Joe into a killer.
From behind, Joy followed his unsuspecting girlfriend, who was not concerned with the calculated nightmare, only to slit her throat just like an assassin. The news hit the media very hard, and people did really condemn the murder. But what made it worse is the fact that the killer still had sympathizers. Some theories emerged online that Zawadi was HIV positive and had infected Joy, who felt the only way to get a payback was to kill her.
Mia is Zawadi's mom, and I'm just saddened by the rumors going around about my daughter. My daughter was not sick in any way.
Has the government done anything? The suspect was arraigned in a court of law near the crime scene, despite the family pleading with the investigators to have the case mentioned in the city. The investigators say most witnesses are located near the crime scene and the distance will be an inconvenience. The court ordered a mental assessment of the suspect, which resulted positive. Surprising enough, the suspect mentioned not guilty, and the investigative department asked for more time to gather more evidence. However, according to the prosecution, the team say that they are aiming at a first-degree murder, which translates to a life imprisonment with possibility of parole. Well, the case is to be listened on August, with the suspect have been denied a bail and now remains in remand until the hearing of the case.